Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley. Thanks for joining us tonight. Topping the news, the Chief Justice is recommending major reforms for both the criminal and civil sides of the court during the opening of the legal year, as efforts continue to build a modern judiciary. Our Fern Carey has the story.
Citing major abuses of the legal system, such as trial delays and long waiting times for judgments, Chief Justice Sir Hartman Longley said these issues must be urgently addressed. He also revealed that the appeals process is being used as a get-out-of-jail card by many.
The numbers are still being compiled, but it is fair to say, from what I know already, that hundreds of people who were charged with criminal offenses in the magistrates' court over the last 5 years are on the loose with very little chance of them ever being brought to trial. Warrants for arrests are not being executed and bails are not being enforced. The administration of justice is being abused with impunity. These matters, several hundred criminal matters and several thousand traffic warrants just in the last 5 years. Imagine the impact of that. I'm told that the vast majority of these warrants are never executed. But I had a cursory look at one of the lists and saw a name of a person who has been walking around town with impunity. These cases are never heard again. Justice is not only delayed but denied.
The Chief Justice noted that outstanding warrants are also becoming a growing challenge on both sides of the court, and he called for a more effective warrant execution unit.
What has been uncovered in the last few months is even more mind-boggling. An almost casual search of the registry of the Supreme Court in Nassau was revealed just for the period 2008 to 2015. There are more than 200 magistrate civil appeals and roughly 100 criminal appeals that have not been heard. The number of these cases in Freeport appears to be even greater. These are matters that have just sat untouched in the registries of Freeport and Nassau for years in someone's drawers with no sense of accountability or responsibility. They simply have not been set down or followed up, and there was complete breakdown in supervisory oversight. In many cases, those responsible have not been as diligent as they should have been in seeing to it that the records have been prepared for on the transmission to the Supreme Court, and the absence of court reporters has not helped the process. Indeed, it has hampered it.
The Chief Justice also recommended reform in the way trials are conducted and noted that bail surety provisions must be revised. He also called for the restructuring of the Court of Appeal to allow for the President of the Court of Appeal to become Chief Justice. Meantime, Attorney General Alison Maynard Gibson called on residents to be more involved in the administration of justice, such as reporting those who violate bail conditions. She noted that the backlog of cases is being reduced while the conviction rate has doubled.
First time, backlog cases are being properly inventoried and their progress is tracked. We disposed of more than 100 backlog cases in 2015. 2012, only 118 cases roughly were concluded in the Supreme Court. This past year, 228 cases were concluded. In 2012, no murder matters were concluded within 1 year of charge. This past year, 7 murder matters were concluded within 1 year of charge.
Now, the Chief Justice is urging the government to implement these changes as soon as possible in order to save time and money and to truly bring justice to the people. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.